we are given that cos z is that, where z is an angle. We are asked to find expression for that. So we'll rationalize. Let's multiply the numerator and denominator by this conjugate of this. So I'm saying that we'll multiply cos z minus cosec z over sec z plus tan z. We multiply by sec z minus tan z over sec z minus tan z. Is a way of rationalization so that we'll simplify. So this is difference of 2 squared for the denominator. This is sec squared minus tan squared. So we open up this. So this is cos z minus cosec z times sec z minus tan z. So we know this is 1 from our Pythagorean identity. This is 1. So we have this. So we have cot is cos z over sin z minus 1 over sin z times sec is 1 over cos, and tan, okay, this minus tan z is sine over cos. Again, they have common denominator, so this is cos z minus 1 over sin z times this is 1 minus sin z over cos z. And we know from our trig identity, Pythagorean identity, sin z, because we are given in terms of cos z. So we need to change this to cos z. So this is cos z minus 1 over square root 1 minus cos square z. Do you remember from our Pythagorean identity, the same thing, square root 1 minus cos squared z over cos z. So we have this times this. So we have cos z minus 1 times 1 minus square root 1 minus cos squared z over cos z times 1 minus cos, okay, this is z, cos square z. So let's now substitute the value. They say it's L here. So we can write this as, this is L minus 1 over, this is L minus 1 minus square root 1 minus L squared over square root 1 minus L squared. So we continue. So we rationalize. We rationalize this. So this is 1 minus L minus 1 over L times, let's rationalize. So we multiply by conjugate of the numerator, which is 1 minus L squared times 1 plus square root 1 minus L squared over square root 1 minus L squared times 1 plus square root 1 minus L squared. So which is, so this is L minus 1 over L times this difference of 2 squared. So we have 1 squared minus square of this, which is now 1 minus L squared over this 1 minus L squared times 1 plus square root 1 minus L squared. 1 minus L squared. So This is 1 minus 1, so we're left with L squared here. So L squared L, so we have L times L minus 1, because this is L squared. L cancels that remaining 1 L, so over square root 1 minus L squared times 1 plus square root 1 minus L squared. Let's find finally this L minus 1 over this times 1 is square root 1 minus L squared plus this times this, that are the same, so 1 minus L squared. Different, that's this times this is square, so square root cancels square, so we are left with that. I think that's the answer. Let's check the option. This should be option option B. Our answer is option B. The answer is option B.